Welcome to Saturdays with Barry once again. Frank Ray here with, of course, Barry Habib. We're going to talk about what happened last week, what's going to go on this coming week, but I got to let everybody know, hey, Barry, check it out. I know it's kind of hard to see, but National Real Estate Post has its own mobile app now. And it's available in the Mac store. It'll be available in Android this coming week. So what's really nice about it is it sends you a little push notification. We get complaints sometimes. People go, man, I used to get the emails. Now I don't. Email sucks, right? Email's hard to deal with. But now no problems anymore. You just download the NREP mobile app and you're ready to go. And if you feel like you missed the push notification, you just go in there and play the most recent show. You got our show. So I'll put the little Apple image down below, and you can link and you can go find it or whatever. You just go to the Apple store and type in National Real Estate Post and it'll be there, and you can add it onto your phone. Just a great way to, get the NRAP without having to worry about email. So
I'm all over it, brother.
It's super cool. Yeah, we're going to add a lot of cool stuff going forward to it. So we'll put you in there too.
Oh man, that's good.
We'll make sure Barry's in there. We'll make sure that, you're going to get Saturdays with Barry anyway in the app. So you get it anyhow, but maybe we'll do something special.
Oh, I love it.
Because you're a special guy. You are. So what happened last week? What's happened this week? You said, oh my gosh, we got a big thing coming out this coming week.
This week we got jobs. It's we just keep turning these months over in the calendar.
Yeah.
I mean, is it just me that they go by faster and faster, or what? But yeah, man, August. So we're going to get the July jobs report. That will always create some volatility. Now, people are looking for the unemployment rate to drop to 10%. I don't know. I just don't see it. I think that the job numbers, at least from what we're looking at here, if we take a look at jobless claims last week, we're hovering around 1.4 million new people taking on unemployment benefits. And when you think about adding how many people are persistently on the unemployment ranks, 17 million of them.
Wow.
And then you add to that, brother, the pandemic unemployment assistance. Nobody talks about that, but it brings a total of about 30 million people getting assistance. And we know that right now this week, we got a lot of stuff going on in Congress. Are they going to extend this additional unemployment benefit? They probably will. Is it going to stay at 600? They're going to curtail it a little bit to 400, but they're going to do something there. And then PPP is exhausting. The moratorium on evictions is expiring. So there's a lot going on that could impact us and impact the economy. Now, so far, and as evidenced by last week's numbers on housing, we've been telling you we are so bullish on housing. And yes, the numbers have been great. So far, it looks like we've dodged a bullet here, because much of the problem areas that have occurred, listen, we don't want this to happen to anyone, but we are not seeing as much of a problem for people who would be home buyers and people affected by COVID. Unfortunately, more disproportionately impacted if they are renters. And we've also seen a mass exodus of renting. So when you take a look at renters, or better said, the home ownership rate was about 64% just before COVID. Now it is close to 68%. That's a monumental move.
Yeah.
We don't see moves like that. I will remind everybody that in 2005, one of the canaries in the coal mine, that we were approaching a level where the housing market was getting a little frothy. Now listen, I don't want to compare it just based upon this one statistic, but it was at 69.4%. So we're actually not that far from those levels.
Wow.
But when you get a disproportionate level of home ownership, it means more rental vacancies can potentially occur. Mm-hmm. And it also means that rents drop in the amount that people could charge for rents. Mm-hmm. The demand for housing pushes home prices higher. Mm-hmm. And now you have almost this disconnect to where it could stay disconnected for a long period of time, but it also maybe puts us a little bit more vulnerable. Now, so far with lower interest rates, that is accounting for making up for any difference there. So low interest rates are beating out COVID, are helping home ownership, are helping people buy homes. And the lack of inventory, which is something we didn't have when that home ownership rate did reach 69.4% in the past, is inventory levels are much, much, much tighter. We had so much more inventory back then. But what we just want to keep a watch on this. We're still very, very bullish on housing. We think going forward, the demographics, the birth rates that we have from years ago look like they're going to continue to supply people turning the lights on, people forming new households, taking out utilities for the first time. We think that that will be a big driver. Now, as far as interest rates go, it's interesting because we hit exactly on our target, that exact target of 54 basis points that we had said on the 10-year Treasury, the exact target on mortgage bonds. But we've been stuck there just a little bit now, and we have to watch this carefully because if it does roll over, listen, I think we'll be fine. But this could be that point in time I was telling you about before where we could see a little bit of a bump in rates. It's not going to be much, but we got to watch out for these things, right? And the 10-year Treasury may not be able to break 0.54 on the first go. Maybe it goes up a little bit and then takes another run at it. And I do think the 10-year Treasury is heading to 50 basis points and eventually closer to 30 basis points on the 10-year Treasury. Yeah.
How long can this go on? This is so insane. It's just so unbelievable.
Yeah, it won't go on forever. And it's a good point that you bring up because at some point in time, we're going to be in an interest rate environment where we will have refinanced and purchased folks who will be having mortgages that are extremely low. But even if rates don't go up that much, eventually 3 3/4 will look like a high interest rate at some point in time, which is like mind-boggling, right? So 3 3/4, oh my gosh, that's the rate I could offer today, and I can't refinance lots of people because everybody's cheaper than that, right? So that's why the equity people have in their homes should be something that you can draw upon to help people change their life for the better by using that equity wisely and consolidating debts that they have. You can create a lot of wealth, and then don't just take the payment and let them blow it or increase debt. They should take that payment and shorten the term, shorten the duration of their mortgages. So this is a tool that if you're watching this right now, what you really should be looking at doing with your customers is just thinking about what we've got right now. It's a gift. It's a present. Your customers did not have to work for this. They didn't have to plan for this. They didn't strategize. This is just, here's a present. Okay,
right. Take it.
Right. Now, how many of you are doing refinances for people where you're saving $250, $270, $300 a month, right? So what is the customer going to do with $9 a day? What are they going to do with it? They're going to blow it, okay? It's not going to change their life unless you help them. And you say, okay, look, you got this gift. You could take $9 a day or blow it, or I can take your mortgage and I can make it a 20-year and really change your life and really build equity. Or I could take out more money, consolidate your debts, and then put you in a mortgage that's 15 years or 10 years, all with the same payment that you have. So strategize with your customers. And the big benefit that you get by that is that they're going to be paying down their mortgage. They're going to be building equity. It gives them more money to buy their next home. It gives them more money in the future to refinance and pay off debts. It's going to help the voids that they have in their life. Retirement, they don't have enough. Kids, college, they worry about it, but they figure, well, I'll wait for later. Well, later makes it harder.
Right.
This is where you make the difference in people's life. This is where, look, this game right now, we've got a lot of transactions coming in, but it's still all about conversation to application. Mm-hmm. And if you're able to close more of those opportunities and you make an impact on their lives, they will come back to you and you will become
a great scenario. It just really is.
It is, brother. And you know what? You become immune for where we're going to be sometime in the future, where even a little bit of a bump in rates causes a slowdown. Let's remember, Frank, you know this because I remember you telling people when we were just 18 months ago, not 18 years ago, everything was margin compression. Let's drop headcount. I saw people exiting the mortgage industry.
Totally.
All the things you talked about before. So we can put ourselves in a really good position to help our customers today and also help ourselves ensure our business for tomorrow. Don't just think about today. And speaking about the good times today, what are you doing with your money? Are you putting your money away? Are you making smart investments? Are you paying down your debts? Don't look back on today at some point in the future and say, man, I wish I would have just handled that differently. This is your time to make
all over again. Because, we probably will never see this again, in the future.
It'd be hard to imagine a confluence of factors that would cause this, although we never know for sure. But this is certainly an opportunity that we do not want to squander.
Pretty epic if you're in the mortgage industry right now.
Yeah.
Pretty darn epic. Well, Barry Habib, once again, thank you for your words. Was something else?
I love your background there. That's my town. Here you got New York City.
I decided I'd shoot today from the New York office.
Well, I'll tell you what, you look awesome.
Let's go get lunch.
Yeah, let's go do it. You look awesome. I wish you were that close, brother. We would definitely be getting together.
Go get lunch on you.
That's right. And everybody watching, just want to wish you a great weekend and want to thank you. And I think everybody needs to download your app because you guys have the best information and show
Yeah,
up.
it just makes it so easy. I love it. Now I watch my show. I didn't watch it, but now it's like, hey, it's here. Okay, what did I say yesterday? So it's cool.
Hey, I want you to know, I watch the show every single day religiously.
I know you do.
That because I text you in the morning when you're asleep. I text you in the morning, and I tell you,
Yes, I know. Yes, I wake up to Barry texts quite often. So, all right, Barry, thanks so much, man. Really appreciate it. And guys, obviously this show, really good. It's definitely worth maybe your consumers taking a look at it. I wouldn't hesitate to send this one out to your database, just to give people a perspective as, what's really going on. It might get you some business. People might be like, yeah, man, help me out, something like that. So I would not hesitate to share this with your database. And otherwise, leave us your comments down below, forward, share, and subscribe. And we'll catch you here next week with Saturdays with Barry on the NREP Daily on the National Real Estate Post. Thanks, Barry.
Neither of us went with the reading glasses today, bro.
I'm doing the contacts.
Oh, wow. I can't do those.
I think I want to get the LASIK, but I'm afraid. I'm a chicken.
I didn't know that they could do that for reading. My distance is perfect. I just, last 3 years, I ran out of arm.
Up close, I'm good. Far away, can't see a thing. Blind as a bat.
Gotcha.
All right, man. Catch you later. Thanks so much.
Bye.
See you guys.